All your favorite wrestling shows rolled into one. Welcome to the WeBook It podcast. Let's start the show.
Yo, what's good, WeBook It fam? This is your boy Big Daddy C, coming back at you with another episode of Who's Next in NXT, where we break down all the action from this week's episode of WWE NXT. We got Heat Wave coming up soon, and so we just getting closer to it. So we got 12 days up until that PLE. So we just getting all the storylines pretty much ironed out. So kicking off tonight's show, we got Lash Legend versus Nia Jax. They've been having their little issues as of late. And so we got two powerhouse women going at it. Basically the modern version of the Unstoppable Force versus the immovable object. So kicking off the match, they had, both of them locked up and fought for control. It's pretty much like a stalemate until Nia Jax put Lash into the corner for some shoulder thrust. Lash Legend, showed some incredible strength when Nia Jax applied a guillotine, and Lash would hold her up before planting her in the corner. Basically, there was no technical abilities shown throughout this match. It was pretty much all a showcase of power. There was a cool moment where Lash was trying to suplex Nia Jax through the announce table, but then she tried to do like a kind of like a T-bone suplex. Well, not a T-bone suplex. I forgot the exploder suplex on Nia Jax, but Nia Jax would the weight would prove too much for Lash to handle. And as she picked her up, Nia Jax basically kind of fell down on her through the announce table. And so basically they both eventually met the 10 count. But eventually Lash would, make a little comeback. She did give Nia Jax a little scoop body slam, basically. And
hey, wait a minute. Make sure I can hear myself. All right, everybody. Interrupt.
What? Why are you like this, man? Why are you like this?
We interrupt your previously scheduled programming for an important newsletter from your booking world champion. All right, so I just need to know. Once again, hi, I'm your host. I am your booking world champion, Virgil. Just here, just real quick. I just wanted to come in for 2 seconds, just 2 seconds, just to ask one question of you. Have you acknowledged your world booking champion? Have you done it? Your QB1, your CEO, the leader? Right here, baby. If you haven't, I need you to do one simple thing for me. That's all I ask. Go ahead and put those ones down in the chat for your boy and acknowledge your booking world champion who will defend his title successfully at Clash in Paris. Can't wait to defend it. That's all I have for you. Back to C.
Great. This is the thanks I get for agreeing to take over the ranks while he's on sabbatical. He just had his new baby boy, as I previously mentioned on previous shows. Ladies and gentlemen, remember when CM Punk warned Cody about, being consumed by the WWE Championship, pursuit to getting it. And once you actually have it, all the pressure and stress that comes with keeping it and defending it, consumes you, and you turn into this person that you're not normally, that you aren't normally. That's pretty much where Mike is at right now. And you got to take this motherfucking title with both of them so he can get back to being, so he can know his place in life. All right. Especially as it pertains to this podcast. All right. Yeah, he the CEO or the head honcho of the podcast, but goddamn it. All right. He don't need to be hijacking shows and shit now that he the booking world champion. So, all right. So we got to make sure not only just the guys on the pod, but collectively, all those fans and supporters, we got to all band together. We got to treat this shit as if, Goku is needing all the energy he possibly can to get the goddamn spirit bomb, set so he can defeat the villain that he is trying to defeat. All right. God damn it. At this point, Mike is Majin Buu. No, he is Kid Buu. He is Kid Buu. And we are the Z Fighters on the podcast, and everybody else, all the supporters, are the civilians. All right. We need all of your energy. All right. That is where we at right now. This man is hijacking shows. He hijacked Raw Dog Monday last night. All right. Now he's hijacking the show that I'm taking over. His show. He hijacked his own goddamn show that he put me in charge of. All right. This is what happens. All right. This is the thanks I get for being generous. All right. This man should be enjoying his life and enjoying the bringing a new life on this earth. A baby boy, Ruben Jones. He should be focusing on him right now. But no. What was that? Oh. He should be focusing on him. But no, he want to hijack the show. But I digress. Nevertheless, how this match ended with Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Lash Legend had Nia Jax prop for a powerbomb out of the corner. Nia Jax countered to Annihilator, and she followed it up with another one for the 3 count. That's how that match ended. All right, next up, we had a backstage segment. Hank and Tank were shown misunderstanding Ava in the parking lot. She had something in her eye, and so they kept assuming that she meant that they should attack DarkState, even though she clearly told them to stay out of the damn match. All right, so that's pretty much what happened there. Next up, we have a match between Charlie Dempsey and Joe Hendry. Dempsey held his own. We know Dempsey is part of the no quarter catch crew. All right. Ren Sinclair was by Dempsey's side outside the ring. Dempsey, he is a technical style wrestler, but Hendry did a good job keeping up with him. They exchanged a variety of holds and counters. And then ultimately Hendry would get the win with his finisher. The standing ovation. He finished him off with the standing ovation, and there was that. And so next up, we had a tag team match, Fatal Influence versus Kelani Jordan and Lola Vice. Prior to this, you had Josh Briggs coming out to give a promo about Yoshiki and Amura, but the crowd was booing and chanting so much that it was hard to listen to what he had to say. He would eventually challenge him to a street fight, in which Inamura came to the ring to accept. So moving forward to the match, you had like I said, you have Fatal Influence versus Lola Vice and Kelani Jordan. Jasmine Nix was at ringside to support Fatal Influence. Masha Slamovich and Ash by Elegance, who formerly is known as Dana Brooke in WWE, they were in the crowd watching the match. We know they are part of TNA. So Kelani Jordan and Henley started the match for their respective teams. Basically the pace was, kicking into gear. It was very fast paced all throughout the entire match. But ultimately, Lola Vice would help Kelani Jordan get the victory. She laid out Jayne with like a backhand punch or whatever, and Jayne hit the split leg moonsault, springboard moonsault, and that's how that match ended there. Let me see here. There was Next up, we had Alba Fire versus Kendall Gray. We know Alba Fire is part of the Secret Harvest. Chelsea Green was watching from backstage with Ethan Page. Piper Niven was at ringside with Alba Fire. This wasn't a bad match, but did feel a little bit rushed. But ultimately, Fire would defeat Kendall Gray. There was an exchange after the match where Tavion Heights confronted Ethan Page. And then he announced who his partner was. Tyra May Steele would creep up from behind and try to suplex Ethan Page, only for the Secret Harvest to stop them. And they would eventually get suplexed by her. And Ethan Page tried to run. Tavion Heights throws him into the ring, and he gets suplexed as well by Tyra May Steele. So it looks like we got ourselves a tag team match. We're going to, down the line, pretty much going to have Tavion and Ethan Tavion and Tyra versus Ethan and Chelsea Green. So that'll be that'll be a good match to see. I would imagine that will be happening at Heat Wave. Here comes our main event. DarkState versus Trick Williams, Moose, Femi, and Obafemi and Javon Evans. And so we know what happened last week. DarkState been raining terror over everybody in the locker room. Soon as the bell rung, Javon Evans jumped on top of DarkState, which incited a crazy brawl with everyone involved. So basically, Javon Evans and Shaquan Sugars were the first legal man of their respective teams. This match was everything you would expect it to be, pure chaos. We know DarkState, they thrive on mayhem. And so they did not have time to slow down as there was so many people in this match. And so basically, the baby faces held their own. There were a lot of good spots where everybody was hitting their respective signatures and finishers. But there was some miscommunication where Obafemi gave Javon a uppercut because one of the DarkState members moved out of the way. And then eventually Moose would the same thing would happen with Obafemi as he got speared by Moose, and then Moose gets thrown out of the ring. And then Javon Evans would get taken out with the little, I think it's the little power bomb, the little tag team finisher that they have. Trick had the opportunity to come in and make the save, but he looked on and decided not to help Javon Evans, and he let DarkState win the match with their tag team power bomb finisher, and that's how that main event ended there. So that was pretty much the NXT show. We'll see what happens down the line with all these respective feuds, especially as it pertains to Trick, Evans, Obafemi, and Moose. So stay tuned for the next couple of weeks to see what happens. Also tune in to TNA because I'm sure a lot of these storylines will be carrying over into TNA, the TNA shows as well. So yeah, that has been your this week's episode of Who's Next in NXT. This is Big Daddy C signing out. Last but not least, keep those booking pencils sharp and keep on booking. Peace.